we have here is an executive producer using her power to ruin the career of my client.
All we have is an actor vested with no creative control whatsoever trying to stop a telecast.
We'll convene tomorrow at 10 a.m. Okay. Now, both of you leave and take the media with you.
Charlie, get the camera. Mr. Sealing. Mr. Sealing. Looks like you're losing, Mr. Sealing.
If they run that show, I'll break the studio, I'll break the network, and I'll ruin her.
And I'll sue you right back for abusive process and harassment.
We have no comment.
Wait till you see how natural he looks in lingerie, like he's worn it all his life.
That's slander, lady.
Oh, please.
To the extent you counsel her into saying those things, you're going to be held liable, too.
Why don't we just sue everybody?
Mr. Sealing.
I'll walk right off the set.
Promise.
Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, Channel 4. Jack Sealing in a black brassiere.
Wait. It would be self-defeating for me to ruin his image. The success of our show depends in a large part on his public appeal.
And you didn't feel that it would be compromising that appeal to have him dress in women's clothing?
It's a nighttime soap. All our characters have perversities, and our viewers love them.
Thank you, Miss Needham. That's all.
Miss Needham, isn't it true that you and my client engaged in a bitter contract dispute before the season?
It was negotiations. I certainly harbor no bitterness.
Oh, come on, Miss Needham. One of his demands was that he direct 3 episodes next year, right? And you found that totally unacceptable, didn't you?
I objected to the notion of an actor being vested with directing responsibilities, yes.
And the network forced you to cave in because they knew he was more important to the show than you, right?
Objection. What's the relevance of this?
I'll tell you the relevance. She perceives my client as a threat to her control, so she is trying to humiliate him with storylines to induce him to breach his contract.
He's no threat to me. I made him.
You made me?
Jack.
You didn't make me. Sit down, Mr. Sealing, or I'll throw you out of here.
I ought to just write you out completely. I'd win an Emmy for
Miss
it.
Needham.
I'll stop the whole damn show.
You'll do what I tell you to do.
Miss
Your Honor, this
Needham.
woman's malice is self-evident.
Everybody shut up. All right, we reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m., and this is the last day.
Miss Needham?
Mr. Becker,
Nice car.
thank you.
Every time I see it, I see you driving down the coast highway totally naked. Soft, shiny hair flying in the wind. Double clutching. Downshifting.
Stop.
Kiss me.
Not here.
Come on. There's no one around.
I mean, what's the point of giving it back? What's it prove?
Exactly.
It'll just go back in the corporate coffer.
Exactly.
And with the publicity we're getting, it's a drop in the ocean.
If you think you're getting publicity now, just wait till I put Jack Sealing on the stand.
Front page.
That's a good shot. You play your part, and he plays his. There's no way this stays in the entertainment section. By the way, it's not true, is it?
What?
Well, the two of you had an affair, it went sour, and you paid him back by putting him in a dress and a pair of pantyhose.
Are you kidding? You know I'd never get involved with an actor. Money side, Arnie. I really am in your debt. And if we're finished here now, I'd like to discuss a payment schedule on the ride home.
Let me make a quick trip to the little boy's room. I'll be back in a sec. Your Honor, at this time, I move to withdraw the plaintiff's application for a temporary restraining order. After a closer scrutiny of the facts and legal precedents, I cannot represent in good faith to the court that the circumstances justify prior restraint.
Are you kidding?
I don't think a TRO is warranted, Judge, and I see no reason to take up additional court time with my client's testimony.
What the hell was that in court today, Becker?
I owe you an explanation.
You owe me more than that. You pulled the plug before the payoff.
Come on, Jamie, the plan worked. The show's been in the newspapers every day for a week.
What about the lovers' quarrel in open court? Barring war or assassination, we had the lead story on the evening news, coast to coast.
We were in line to do a 35 rating with a 50 share.
So instead, you'll do a 25 rating with a 40 share.
You're writing off 10 of my rating points so that you can be a Boy Scout? That's nearly 9 million viewing households.
What I was doing was wrong.
I was ready to be splayed naked across every checkout counter in every supermarket in America for the good of this show. All I can think of right now is you cost me the cover of People magazine.
I'm sorry, Jamie. But whatever else I am, I have to be legitimate.